All right, rational expression applications. So now we're just going to start applying what we've learned this whole unit to some like shapes and different things. So we're asked to find the expression to represent the area of a rectangle. Now remember, area is length times width. So that's going to be 2x over x squared minus 12x plus 27 times x squared minus 81 over 4x cubed plus 36x squared. Factor everything. So that bottom factors to x minus 3, x minus 9, x minus 9, x plus 9, and 4x squared and over x plus 9. The 2x and 4x squared cancels, leaving me 2x on the bottom. X minus 9's cancel. X plus 9's cancel. Now, everything on top canceled, so I'm just left with 1. On the bottom, I'm left with 2x times x minus 3. Sweet. Okay, let's do this one. So that's the area. Again, we need to find the area of this. So I'm going to factor everything. Oh, wait. I want to go back to this because I think some of you still sort of struggle with this part right here. Look at this and see, is everything in standard form? Standard form. This is, yep, this is, yep, this is, yep, this is no. So we need to put that in standard form, which is what I'm going to do right here. So the negative x squared plus 25. Then I'm just going to factor out the negative 1. Okay, and that should be one of the first things you do, just so that we don't get confused right there. Okay, now I'm going to factor everything. I get x plus 5, x minus 2 over 7, x minus 2, times 3x plus 4, x minus 5, over negative x minus 5, x plus 5. Those x plus 5's cancel. Those x minus 2's cancel. Those x minus 5's cancel. And I'm left with 3x plus 4 over negative 7. And you can just pull that negative clear out to the front. So you get negative 3x plus 4 over 7. Okay? Now let's look at this. So if the area of a rectangular garden is a squared over b minus b, and the length is a over b plus 1, we need to find the expression to represent the width. Well, area equals length times width, but I'm trying to find width, so that means that width is area divided by length. So that's going to be a squared over b minus b divided by a over b plus 1. Okay, this would start out looking like a complex fraction because you said you have a squared over b minus b over a over b plus 1. Then I just rewrote it that way. Let's get a common denominator for this. So I'm going to multiply both of those by b over b because that's my common denominator. So you get a squared minus b squared over b and a plus b over b. Flip that and multiply. That should have been a b squared. My gosh, I can't make it through a day without making mistakes. It's fine. You learn from them, correct? You're all here learning with me. This is just a big learning community. Yay. Okay? So then that factors to a minus b, a plus b. See, I just didn't leave the squared there. So that should have been b squared. Sorry, guys. Sorry that you have to deal with me. So that a minus b doesn't cancel. A plus b's cancel. B's cancel. So I'm just left with a minus b, which means that the width is a minus b. Okay? Let's look at this one. So the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So 1/2 base times height. Factor everything. You get 1/2, and then 9 times x plus 2 over 6x, x minus 2, x plus 2, times x plus 3, x minus 2, times 3x. Don't forget to take out the GCF there. GCF. And sorry, I know I'm going kind of fast through these. It's just because I expect you guys to know how to factor. And I think that you guys can like pause the video and go do the factoring on your own. Okay? Now those x plus 2's cancel. Those x minus 2's cancel. That x cancels with that x. That cancels with that. 3 goes into 9 3 times. And then 3 goes into 6 twice. So I'm left with x plus 3 on top and 2 times 2 times x on the bottom. So 4x, which is my area. Okay? So for the volume of a rectangular prism, you do length times width times height. So you just do all of those all multiplied together. Factor them out. Put this one in standard form. Take out that -1. Now we're going to factor everything, so you get x plus 6, or x minus 6, 5x minus 2 over 10x cubed, 18x squared over 9x, 5x minus 2, x plus 6, x plus 8, -1, x minus 6, x plus 6. Those x minus 6 cancel, 5x minus 2 cancel, x plus 6 cancel. So I'm left with 18x squared times x plus 8 over -90 x to the 4th. 18 goes into 90 5 times. X squared divided by x to the 4th leaves me x squared at the bottom. I can pull out that negative to the front, so I get x plus 8 over 5x squared. Negative. Okay? This one, I'm given the volume. I need to find the height. So if the volume is that, the height is going to be volume divided by length times width. So volume divided by length times width. I'm going to just work on that bottom first. So I'm going to multiply that out. Those three. So, okay, if I lost you right there. I'm just going to simplify. I'm ignoring the top. We're just going to completely ignore this right now. And we're looking at the bottom. Okay? My drawing is going to go away. What's happening? Discard. Okay, so then I factor out. So that's 3x minus 4, 3x plus 4, over x plus 7, x minus 5, and 8x times x minus 5 over 3x minus 4. Those 3x minus 4s cancel. Those x minus 5s cancel. And I'm left with 12x plus 16 over 8x times 3x plus 4 over x plus 7. I'm going to write it as a division problem. Flip that and multiply. So you get 4x times 3x plus 4 times x plus 7 over 8x times 3x plus 4. Now, this cancels with that. This cancels with that, leaving me a 2. So there's my answer there. Okay, take these one step at a time. Okay. Let's do this one. So we need to find the perimeter. Perimeter is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Or you could just add up all the sides. I'm just going to do 2 times the length, 2 times the width. When you do this 2, you only multiply the 2 to the top. So it's going to be 2x squared plus 16x. Only multiply the 2 to the top, 30 over x plus 5. So that's going to be 2x squared plus 16x plus 30 over x plus 5. Factor out that 2. Factor that down further. 2, x plus 5, x plus 3. Those x plus 5s cancel, leaving me 2 times x plus 3. Okay, let's do perimeter again. So I have 2 times x squared minus 4x over x squared minus 5x plus 4 plus 2 times 6 over x minus 1. Multiply that out. Now I need to get a common denominator. So that factors to x minus 4, x minus 1. I'm going to multiply x minus 4 to top and bottom there. So I get 12x minus 48. Now I have the common denominators. So that's 2x squared plus 4x minus 48. Factor out that 2. Factor that down further. So 2, x plus 6, x minus 4 over x minus 4, x minus 1. Those x minus 4s cancel. You get 2, x plus 6 over x minus 1. Okay? Now for the area of a trapezoid, I didn't know this one. I had to look it up, so it's okay if you don't know it. That's top plus the bottom divided by 2 times the height. Okay, so area is the top and the bottom divided by 2 times the height. So top and the bottom divided by 2 times height. And let's work from our parentheses first. So I need to get a common denominator there. I'm going to multiply by 2 over 2. So I get 2x plus 6 over 2x plus x plus 9 over 2x, which gives me 3x plus 15 over 2x divided by 2. And that right side is still staying the same. It's a complex fraction, so I'm just going to divide it by 2, write it out, which is the same as multiplying by, that's wrong. Why? Okay, let's go back to this. I'm just going to finish this video by hand because I can't seem to make a video and not make mistakes. Yay. Okay. So if you divide by 2, we can flip that and multiply. That's 2 over 1. So that's going to be 3x plus 15 over 2x times 1 over 2, which ends up being 3x plus 15 over 2x times 2 is 4x. This is going to be times 12x. This part factors to x minus 7, x plus 5. Okay, now this 4x and that 12x cancels, leaving me a 3. So my final answer here is going to be 3 times 3x plus 5, 15, over x minus 7, x plus 5. Okay, I'm sure I put some cheesy little thing at the end. And yeah, there you go. Sorry that you deal with me, and thank you for dealing with me because you guys are super awesome. I love being your teacher. So, yep, love you guys. Okay, bye. Remember to take the quiz.